extraordinary day, which really has a lot of important questions about what's going to happen. Why all the attention today to the Electoral College? Let's bring in political analyst Larry Gerston with us. Larry, let's talk about this. It took now, how many, 7 weeks to get to this point, right? And normally this is just, you know, de rigueur, and all of a sudden we have all this fanfare around this because President Trump continues to say, you know, it's still a fraudulent election.
Yeah, Jessica, how many times have you done a story on the Electoral College? You know, nobody does a story on this unless something truly unique happens, and that's exactly what happened today. For the first time in whoever knows how long, people paid a lot of attention because of all of the denials, the accusations, the court suits, the repeated condemnations of the process, the accusations that it was rigged by President Trump. And let me tell you, he has a lot of followers, and those followers followed him all the way today. For example, to Michigan, right outside the legislature, and other states, because they were not happy with the results voted on by the electorate, voted by that large turnout number, Electoral College number of 306 to 232. Ironically, exactly the same count that President Trump had when he called that a landslide 4 years ago.
So do you think that this process worked even where we are today, given the fact that some of the president's supporters say, okay, we're going to extend it now till January 6th when this goes before the legislature? We still have a little bit more to go before this is final.
Well, again, that's why this is such a unique year. Yeah, come January 6th, something else is going to happen that we never pay any attention to. The president of the Senate, that's Vice President Pence, will open up all the 51 envelopes from the 50 states plus the District of Columbia, read the results, and if one member of the House and one member of the Senate objects, then the two chambers go ahead off and discuss it as to which house or which votes they might dismiss or might not. It's expected that none of this will happen beyond those one members in each chamber. But again, this is the kind of thing we don't see routinely. I tell you, we're all getting a civics lesson about how complicated it is to get this job done.
Now, January 6th, will that be done then? Because that's just 14 days before inauguration, and we have this continued, thought process in this country that, for Trump voters, that the election was taken from there, and they continue to believe this.
You're absolutely right. You know, Northeastern University did a survey of 24,000 people over the last couple of weeks. They released the results just the other day, last Friday. And what did they find? 61% believe that Biden didn't win the election. That's 61% of the Republican voters. 85% there was election fraud, and 81% actually believe that non-citizens voted. This against the backdrop of even Attorney General William Barr, going back to your older story a couple of minutes ago, saying there was no widespread fraud. The cybersecurity expert, nominated and serving under President Trump, said there was no widespread fraud. 50 judges, Republicans, Democrats, Trump supporters, federal judges, state judges, there was no widespread fraud. And yes, we hope that after the 6th, things go normally. But yes, we have this residue of millions of people who remain unhappy despite all of these data, all of these facts, and still believe that, in fact, the election was rigged.
All right, still a couple of more weeks to go before things are done. All right, thank you very much, Larry.
Yeah.